From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Evening Edition.
From the CBS studios in San Francisco, I'm Brian Hackman.
And I'm Andrea Nakano. An outbreak of a deadly strain of the avian flu has been detected at 2 Sonoma County poultry farms. According to the Press Democrat, the locations are Ricard Duck Farm and Sunrise Farms in Petaluma. More than 250,000 birds are expected to be euthanized at the 2 farms. According to the Department of Agriculture, 68 million birds have been infected since the outbreak began last year on the East Coast. Well, people in Santa Clara County had a chance to turn in their unwanted guns today. The county sheriff's office and the San Jose Police Department teamed up to host a gun buyback at the Reed-Hillview County Airport in San Jose. People could trade in their guns for up to $200. The firearms collected will be destroyed. Organizers say they have collected more than 100 guns so far.
San Francisco police promising to crack down on retail theft this holiday season. The city has become notorious for videos of thieves running off with armfuls of stuff and getting away with it. And now we're seeing the results of what police call a shoplifting blitz. In one day, a team of undercover officers arrested 17 suspected shoplifters at a store on Mission Street. They didn't name the store, but they said that it happened on Tuesday near the Target at the Metreon.
Well, in Emeryville, a group of Porsche drivers is giving back for the holidays. This morning, organizers held their annual Toys for Tots drive. They partnered up with the Alameda County Fire Department to collect a variety of new toys.
You know, it's about Christmas and, giving back. Most of these people are pretty fortunate, and it's nice to be able to share that, and that's what Christmas is all about.
He says the event has been held every first Saturday of December for the past 6 years.
49er fans would like their team to avenge that brutal NFC Championship loss from earlier this year against the Eagles. But that's not really a focus for the guys suiting up, because the Niners have turned the page, and as Nick Bosa explains, not really like Philly had the last laugh anyways.
Neither team finished the job, so it's not like they're looking back and reminiscing on an NFC Championship win.
For tomorrow, the Eagles are the #1 seed in the NFC, and they're playing host to the Niners, but San Francisco is actually the favorite in this game, according to Vegas. I spoke with CBS Sports Philadelphia sports anchor Don Bell earlier this week, who weighed in on this one from behind enemy lines. Shockingly, when you look at the matchup, 2.5-point underdogs are the Philadelphia Eagles, who are playing at home. Was that a surprise to you, and do you think there's a little disrespect felt there?
Absolutely shocking, which lets me know those cats in Vegas know exactly what they're doing, right? They've got us talking about it. All the fans are talking about it. Even the players have mentioned it as well. It does feel a bit disrespectful to a team that's 10-1 in back-to-back seasons.
It's the biggest one of the regular season for both of these teams. Don, What is your prediction?
I think obviously the Niners are the toughest team that they've played this year. I think they match up pretty well with each other. I would choose the Eagles just because they haven't shown me that they're capable of losing games, especially when they're close. And I'm sure out there in the Bay, you guys have documented over and over again what happens to the Shanahan offense when they're down by 8 in the fourth quarter. I'm sure you've pounded that thing to death. The Eagles just find a way to win. They have championship pedigree, even though they haven't won it since 2017. So I'm going to pick the Eagles in this game in a somewhat low-scoring affair. I'll go with the score of, say, 24-20. How about that? Yes, I'll say it with confidence. 24-20, Matt.
And on that note, our fans are throwing things at their TVs. Don Bell, thanks so much for joining us.
Hundreds of people outside San Francisco City Hall. They want President Biden to use his influence to force a ceasefire in Gaza. The fighting is intensifying again. It's Sunday morning, dawning in Gaza after the end of a 6-day ceasefire, and Palestinian civilians continue to be killed. In the meantime, Hamas is still holding dozens of hostages.
But now there are growing questions over missed signs by Israeli intelligence ahead of the October 7th attack that sparked the war. Christian Benitas reports.
Fighting in the Gaza Strip has resumed after a week-long truce between Israel and Hamas came to an end. The IDF says it has targeted and destroyed more than 400 terrorist targets and says Hamas bears responsibility for the renewed fighting. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has directed negotiators to return. Israel also said Saturday they are considering a buffer zone between Gaza and Israel following the conflict to prevent an October 7th style attack from repeating itself.
Let me be clear. You won't have a situation in the future where you can have Hamas terrorists on the border, directly on the border, positioned just to cross over and kill our people again.
There are also mounting questions about the intelligence failure that led to the October 7th attack, which sparked the war. Margaret Vashtin is part of an Israeli all-female surveillance unit. She said they noticed and reported unusual activity as far back as 6 months prior to the attack.
I think that the main thing that failed is just the fact that they didn't listen to us.
During a trip to the region for a climate summit, Vice President Kamala Harris from Dubai Saturday called for a two-state solution to the conflict and said Israel must do more to protect civilian life.
As Israel pursues its military objectives in Gaza, we believe Israel must do more to protect innocent civilians.
As fighting picks up again, so do the worldwide protests calling for a ceasefire.
Gaza's health ministry, which is run by Hamas, said that about 200 Palestinians have been killed since fighting resumed. That's in addition to the estimated 15,000 Palestinians killed before the ceasefire.
Vice President Harris's remarks on the war came while speaking at the COP28 Climate Summit in Dubai. 123 countries signed a declaration formally acknowledging the link between climate change and health. The declaration covers issues including reducing emissions and increasing the amount of money devoted to the climate crisis. The vice president called for transformative change to make up for lost time in fighting global warming.
The clock is no longer just ticking, it is banging.
Harris also said the U.S. would pledge another $3 billion to the Green Climate Fund, a fund that helps developing nations adapt to the climate crisis and cut fossil fuel pollution. Other nations say it's about time the U.S. stepped up.
Today they are putting money. It means tomorrow their whole story will have changed because they realize that we are unrelenting. They realize that we're not going to shut up.
Also, at the climate summit, 50 major oil and gas companies pledged to dramatically cut their methane emissions by the end of the decade. The companies include ExxonMobil and Saudi Arabia's Aramco. The Biden administration also announced a rule to slash methane emissions by nearly 80% through 2038. A suspect is behind bars in connection to the murders of 3 unhoused people in Los Angeles County. Police say the suspect was already in custody in another deadly shooting investigation. Police released this photo of the suspect, Jared Powell. He was arrested earlier this week in connection to a home robbery that turned into a deadly shooting. This started last Sunday with the shootings happening in a span of 4 days. Detectives say the break in the case came when they spotted Powell's car in a surveillance video. Police tracked the car and stopped him in Beverly Hills.
Our detectives worked closely with the sheriff's investigators and our forensic services overnight, and the result of their work has positively identified the handgun recovered from Mr. Powell's car as being the murder weapon of our 3 homicides.
Investigators say they are still trying to determine a motive for the killings, and the suspect is due in court on Monday.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 11.
Good night.